Okay, so this is the best chance for Real Madrid to win their first trophy this season. Looking at Champions League in Omafrimu, they've already lost the Spanish Super Copa to Barcelona, and then in the La Liga they are trailing by 4 points. Now for Barcelona, so this is going to be their first trophy for their treble dream this season. Don't forget, so already almost Spanish Super Copa, the Espanyol, we share Real Madrid 5-2 AJ, you know. And now we are talking about the Copa del Rey game. Ebasu Sevilla Cromo de la Catuya Stadium. Barcelona against Real Madrid. Now the 39-year-old Ricardo de Burgos and a referee for the game. No, already pressure won the Madrid for the physical common Sasano, but it's going to be the referee for tomorrow's game at Enyas and Ketwa. Now, Unim said going into this game, baby over referee Biano without bias. Barcelona are the clear favorites in this game because on the evidence of display this season, almost share Real Madrid 2 times in a competitive meeting. La Liga almost share Real Madrid 4-0, and then in the Super Cup almost share Real Madrid 5-2 and almost a trophy. No, so they have won their first trophy against Madrid. El Honum and yeah, no, this very Copa del Rey, Barcelona added 31 times. El Honum Madrid added 20, and the 11 titles gap. And the 2 teams now enter my Enyas and Ketwa. And ya no kwa. Unim said this season, Barcelona everyone said Madrid about more matches said this year. They've scored 152 goals. Real Madrid has scored 120. And in terms of even goals, almost not just that. They've shown in the Champions League. So almost are stronger than Madrid. They've shown in the La Liga. So far they are stronger than Madrid. And then ya no kwa. Carlo Ancelotti and Hansi Flick once again they are meeting. Unim say Hansi Flick so far in his career as a coach for club football on lose a single cup final or we need 6 cups out of 6 for Bayern or Bayern wabe wene bakunti 7 out of 7 ni nyina waje enya sem ketwa ene say and a game ne besiako already Real Madrid akodu Sevilla Cromo and said the wedding captain of Fela Mendy is part of the traveling squad. Roberto Bobby and now Mobi. Now in the issue of the Copa del Rey, when it comes to Clasico finals, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, no, Shannon so say Madrid for winning 4 and Barca winning 3, only 7 times, and no Mashana the 8th time. Why and a El Honor? Now let's look at the game vividly from the tactical spectrum because so far upon your man also of the field issues in the players are available, no more available in now. Shannon so say game is going to be a very huge tactical battle. Now on the evidence of tactics, Real Madrid are facing Barcelona 3 different times. Preseason Barco, Barca shall married 2-1. And then in the La Liga, Barcelona shall married 4-0 was Santiago Bernabeu. El Super Copa de España, and so Barcelona shall Real Madrid 5-2 into the actual, and it's a Barca for dominating Madrid this very season. Because when it comes to the 2 coaches, Hansi Flick and Ancelotti, Flick actually Sampa, he is far more superior in terms of tactics this season. Ancelotti, any answers to. Now, why is this so? When him say looking at Barcelona, I need the way no. This season is static. Let me explain. Formation wise, no a 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, looking at players are available for a game, no. Goalkeeper shares the Ebera goal post him, and Abrante Dedi Kunde will be playing as the right back. Alex Bardepria and the Hector Ford looking at Nanu Ejumo who have the not to play as the left back. Now, Ombebo Kubasi and Inigo Martinez as the center pair. Midfield 2, no. Obviously, it's going to be Pedro on the left side of the CM and then Frankie de Jong on the right side of the CM. Now, the attack will be Abrante and Diego Lamy on the right, Rafinha on the left, and then Dani Olmo as a 10 with Ferran Torres because Robert Lewandowski Epra. Yes, 2 major blows in Alex Balde and Lewandowski. Omunyina out there, but Barcelona born makase a system. So regardless of the players available, no, the system ne functional player be play the role here. Omunya the same results, and that is what they've been doing, not just against Real Madrid, but against bigger oppositions. That is the reason why this season, if we talk about games at Barcelona, Asha 5+ goals. We are talking about 11 games this season, 4+ goals. We are talking about almost 20-something games. A Sampa system now and Flick Ediaba Barcelona. No? A lot of coaches enya antidote to. But it's very simple. This is how they operate. But when you me I prevent you, is where the problem is. Maka say anytime they start on a build up, no, you see the left fullback in Echina, Obenza Brandt and the other Hector Fort, and movie corner him, Aqua Brandt and the other Rafinha on the left side. I'm a man creating attacking overload. 2v1 against Lucas Vasquez, possibly. And then a backup back 3 in Kunde, Kubasi and Inigo Martinez. Ebasa already the midfield shape that's intact. Pedri and then Frankie de Jong. And it's a Barcelona for the ball neighbor. Mind you, Carlo Ancelotti Amayahu says so far or prefer the 4-4-2. So obviously it's going to be Mbappe who is back, Vinicius up front. Now, Sebastian with 3 defenders actually no more year builder plus goalkeeper, no more year 4. It is easy to go past Madrid too, no, because if they don't press that well, shadow marking here, and it is easy to go past them. Now, now mind you, Barcelona team no one thing about Hansi Flick they come one. They be a cup player near Bonabaso is because when they hold the ball, lusu ball, and it's a Pedri, Frankie de Jong, the direct play. Look at the form of Pedri at this very moment. He's one major anchor going to tomorrow's game. Frankie de Jong, he will play better than Marc Casado, even though Casado has played the 3 Clasico Aborso this season, or started. But Frankie de Jong is going to offer you that. Now, so when they did this midfielders one, actually, it's likely. So Real Madrid, so looking at the players available, no, Courtois is going to be imposed. Yes, Abrante the other Raul Asensio, Abrante Rudiger, central defensive pair. Lucas Vasquez as number 2, Frank Garcia number 3, Fede Valverde, Aurelien Tchouameni, Ombebo double pivot, and then Abrante Eddie Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Mbappe. So hopefully, a bit me looking Jude Bellingham. A bit me looking 4-3-3 here. But the game in the chance here, you see that shape more of a 4-4-2 with Bellingham and then Rodrigo adding to the midfield of Tchouameni, Abrante and the other Fede Valverde. Now, Madrid ideally believes so Amunsunya 2 pivot in Fede Valverde and Tchouameni, they'll be able to help them with the physicality and then aggression and then midfield dominance, with Abrante and the other Frankie against Frankie de Jong and then Pedri. But see, it is different when Barcelona are holding the ball and Madrid are defending than when Madrid are also holding the ball now almost fighting 50-50 situation. And it's a ball Barcelona no the ball bar. Look, Pedri to be detective pace, or to be turning, or to be yet your pebia with the ball. And when the pass gets to the left side, mind you, all the time, say Edu Rafinha wa because of the individual qualities of possessor, it be a dribbles, directness, goals, technique, and then your mother brain man to be finding the way out. Provided say even spaces your tight, but so a quadruple not hector 40 your optional. Then Barca a chance on the left side. Now, say Frankie de Jong, Pedri, or be Piabo no, because always I'm concentrating on the left. Isolating Lamine Yamal. Possibly, Lamine Yamal will be facing Frank Garcia, and usually, a better 1v1 situation. He's shown a player this season in the European top 5 leagues. Why he had the most dribbles, over 111. The total second prize around 40. Tells you something. The moment to be 1v1, defenders are in trouble. And talking of Lamine Yamal, don't forget, even though he's 17, Abrante in 2 Clasico games in Washego, Berebao in the La Liga, he scored the last goal, beautiful one. And then in that 5-2 victory in the Spanish Super Cup, Osai Shego. So Lamine Yamal will be a threat on the left. Talk of Rafinha, the man for the big games and the big goals. And then Ferran Torres leading the attack. Now, say Madrid defended 4-4-2 now. Because the reason why it's like that, and they say, obviously, Barcelona will be dominating possession. So most of the time, Madrid will be doing the defending in the 4-4-2 shape. Now, 4-4-2 shape, bro, even if Madrid midfield is tight, not Tchouameni, and Abrante and the Fede Valverde, up battle with Frankie de Jong and Pedri. Barcelona has shown this season. So usually a Barcelona, Lewandowski drop it deep. Ever midfield, ever more option. And to be 3 against Madrid 2 midfielders. Again, Rafinha, because they be attacking from the far left, on also be an in-swinger. Based on that, on also say to be double up, and more numbers and never also. And the midfield Nansa Casano, almost create easy overloads to penetrate. Now, say 2v2 situation. Don't forget, say Danny Olmo knew how to break defensive lines. Again, knew how to utilize half spaces, or always come infield to help midfield progression and add up to numbers. Even in tight situations, there are times as center forward, actually in Ferran Torres, Lewandowski used to do that. Obe deep, not defender Obe in the chair, but a creative space for maybe a Rafinha and a player Obe for signature goal in Lamine Yamal. And clearly, Barcelona system and the tactics now is so difficult to deal with. Even say opponent ejebo na Barcelona air build upper. The money Real Madrid actually say I'm pressing Madrid here and Madrid in your option to do the smooth transition from defense to attack. So sometimes almost for some Madrid to go long. Say Madrid able long on so Inigo Martinez Kubasinum no Masanje ball. So Adiaba Kone say with the ball, Barcelona are very good on how to hold the ball, the quality of play. They don't lose the ball easily. Unlike Real Madrid on the evidence of this season. Madrid players in Ejeboa, it is easy to take it from them. But when Barcelona get hold to the ball, it is very difficult. Imagine Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, we na so mukutabo onwa. Edene so obejebo on the few onsem, Pau Kubasino. But for Madrid and Tessa, and most of the times, the ball is with Barcelona for Madrid to defend. And it is one thing that Ancelotti find a way, because so far there is no answers. Do you know why Ancelotti is trying to make sure and Kobe deploy 4-4-2? Because he's tried systems. He's tried 4-3-3 in the preseason and work Barcelona 1-2-1. He tried 4-4-2 in the first leg. Yes, Olusu 4-0, but he's realized it was the game that gave him the real chance of scoring, the real chance of opportunity, because 4-4-2 name Madrid stay conservative. Barcelona attacker, we know, so I'm attacking with a high line, and this high line now Barca they attacking it. There is enough space. Space, always with Mbappe and Vinicius leading to attack, So Madrid so get hold of the ball. No matter about quality pass to one. Provided Mbappe and Vini on offside awareness, they can use that and score goals. In the first La Liga game, it happened, but most of the chance, not a offside. Mbappe go any other offside chance. As compared to the 4-2-3-1 in the 5-2, and Barca annihilated Real Madrid. So Ancelotti realized again, Barcelona up for big games this season. Bayern bebo 4-2-3-1, Barca share 4-0. It tells you some pass over 4-2-3-1 now, and work it again. I'm against Atletico Madrid, and Atletico so back December 2-1 now. A 4-4-2 na Atletico they share Barca 2-1. Subsequently, 4-4 no, now 4-4-2. But the last game lose 1-0 Atletico played a back five. And both 3 midfielders, 2 attackers. And today you need 2 attackers to utilize the counter attack, and the directness of play and 10 overs. Aside, Madrid cannot play 5 back. Why? Because of their ego. 2, because of the players that are there. And 2, 5 back will always isolate you 1v1 versus 1. To say Lamine Yamal, Frank Garcia, Rafinha, right back in Lucas Vazquez. And in Barcelona, you need players or more hard working or winning tackles. Said Diego Simeone bought 5 back on himself. Renido Mandamba and Lamine Betma press Kakra on himself. Marcos Llorente and Rafinha bet to be the CNE, and then 3 central midfielders to make sure the half space is now. Abrante the other than the Omu and the Lewandowski moment tie Eddie to Hono Omo Eba block. And that was what Diego Simeone did. It didn't work as still Olusu to Barcelona. So Barcelona has shown said this season on the evidence of tactics, coaches in antidote and so far this season 2025 Ukraine, Barcelona caught 27 games, they've lost a single one. Almost caught 24 games unbeaten until a more recent defeat to Borussia Dortmund. And even with that Dortmund defeat, you realize, so a more game, the motivation and the desire, the hunger, even coach, some rotation because he first a first leg, only did 4-0. So a typical Barcelona team hungry, they desire for results, looks different than the team that lost to Dortmund. Now, put that aside. Real Madrid in the last 7 games, in fact, so why we are almost lose 4. Omulusu to Sociedad in stipulated 90 minutes 4-3 and a quiet extra Madrid advance here. Omulusu to Arsenal twice, Valencia back in 3 meetings of the last 7 Omarino and 1-0. So they struggle to even win games. Telling you, say Real Madrid on the evidence of everything this season, still any better shape. I bet me Azteca neck out. Say Omber we need this very game. Because Barcelona have shown in every aspect, say they are ahead of Real Madrid this season and in this very competition. In fact, I watched Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. A 2-2 in the 90 minutes. The way Madrid struggled. In fact, Manfred blaming referee, and a quiet extra time. Hendrik Magic, Madrid winning 5-2, our extra because we had 3 goals. Now, I won Madrid against Leganes. That 2-2 at last minute, a 3-2, how Madrid struggled. Sociedad in the semi-finals. Madrid winning first leg 1-0. In the return leg, Sociedad Bechet Madrid 4-3. El Benebao, extra time, and Madrid here the 4-4, and then aggregate score, and my Madrid qualify here. So even Madrid route to the Copa del Rey final squad hasn't been that smooth. Yes, Barcelona did no more than a 4-4 against Atletico Madrid, but it was against Atletico Madrid. They went ahead and qualified, and Atletico Madrid fear 1-0. So game na Casano, China ni Yebehunu, because a final, and see, final so there, and your final ketwa. First paid Mbasa Diama Madrid or Magic back from Winsem. A China Madrid our chance to revenge that or more chance to destroy Barcelona's treble dream. A bet me a see and not empty me see. Let me know your comments.